The vagus nerve, the physical highway between prayer and calm. Namaste, and welcome back to Meditation and Prayer. I am Vikram Singh Basaati. Have you ever wondered why prayer feels so calming? Why your heart slows, your breathing deepens, and your mind settles? For centuries we called this grace. Today we can also call it neuroscience. There is a physical highway running through your body, connecting prayer to peace. It is the vagus nerve, the most powerful biological link between your spiritual practice and your well-being. The word vagus means wandering. It is the longest nerve in your body, originating in your brainstem and branching to your heart, lungs, and digestive tract. It is the conductor of your parasympathetic nervous system, the rest, digest, and heal system. When you pray with intention, when you breathe slowly, when you surrender, you stimulate this nerve. You flip a biological switch that turns off the stress response at its source. This is the neuroscience of calm. This is the physical highway between prayer and peace. Let's begin with the stress response. Fight or flight is your sympathetic nervous system. It saves your life when a tiger chases you. But today, the tiger is your inbox. The tiger is your mortgage. The tiger is that difficult conversation replaying in your mind. Your amygdala sounds the alarm. Your adrenal glands release cortisol and adrenaline. Your heart races. Your breathing becomes shallow. Your digestion shuts down. Chronic stress destroys your health, linked to heart disease, depression, and weakened immunity. Enter the vagus nerve. It is the brake pedal on this stress response, the body's built-in reset button. When activated, the vagus nerve signals your heart to slow down. It lowers blood pressure. It opens airways. It stimulates digestion. It releases acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter that counteracts cortisol and adrenaline. Fight or flight is the gas pedal. The vagus nerve is the brake. Prayer is your foot on that brake. How does prayer stimulate the vagus nerve? First, breath. Every major prayer tradition incorporates breath. The rhythmic recitation of mantras, the rosary, Zen breathing. The breath is the most direct line to your vagus nerve. When you exhale, your diaphragm pushes upward, massaging your heart. This sends a signal to your brain via the vagus nerve. Your brain increases vagal tone, your heart slows, your blood pressure drops, your nervous system shifts to rest and digest. When you inhale, heart rate increases. When you exhale, it decreases. This is respiratory sinus arrhythmia, a sign of a healthy vagus nerve. The longer your exhale, the more you stimulate the vagus nerve. Second, intention and devotion. It's not just the mechanics. The quality of prayer matters. The devotion, the surrender. When you pray with genuine feeling, releasing worries to a higher power, you tell your brain you are safe. This psychological shift sends signals down the vagus nerve. Neuroimaging shows that positive emotions, love, gratitude, compassion, directly stimulate the vagus nerve. Dr. Stephen Porges, father of Polyvagal theory, showed the vagus nerve is activated by feelings of safety and connection. When you pray, you create that safety. You connect to something greater. This is neurological regulation. Third, the relaxation response. In 1968, Dr. Herbert Benson coined this term. He found prayer and meditation elicit a state opposite to stress, decreased heart rate, blood pressure, and oxygen consumption with increased alpha brain waves. Benson found two elements trigger this: repetition of a word or prayer, and passive return to that repetition. Every time you do this, you stimulate the vagus nerve. Research confirms this. A 2013 study in Frontiers in Human Neuroscience showed slow breathing, increased vagal tone, and decreased amygdala activity. Higher vagal tone correlates with resilience, faster stress recovery, and lower anxiety and depression. Vagal tone is measured by heart rate variability, the variation between heartbeats. Higher variability means better stress regulation. Prayer and meditation consistently increase heart rate variability. At the University of California, loving kindness, meditation, prayerful compassion significantly increased vagal tone. Hearts became more flexible, more resilient. The vagus nerve works both ways. When you are calm, you pray better. When you pray, you become calmer. It's a virtuous cycle. Every time you feel stress rising, you have a tool, a slow, deep breath, a whispered prayer. You can turn off the stress response at its source. You are not a victim of your biology. You are the driver. The vagus nerve is your ally. The prayerful breath technique, a simple practice. Anytime, anywhere. 1. Sit comfortably. Close your eyes. Bring awareness to your heart. 2. Inhale slowly through your nose for a count of 4. Feel your belly expand. 3. Pause. Offer a silent prayer. I am held. Thy will be done. I release this worry. 4. Exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 6 or 8. Let the exhale be longer. Visualize stress leaving your body, dissolving into the infinite compassion of the universe. 5. Repeat for 3 to 5 minutes. Each exhale stimulates your vagus nerve. Each exhale deepens relaxation. The key is the extended exhale. The vagus nerve is most stimulated during exhalation. The longer the exhale, the stronger the effect. Dr. Peter Levine and Dr. Bessel van der Kolk emphasize the vagus nerve is central to healing trauma. When trauma strikes, the nervous system gets stuck in fight or flight. Prayerful breathing helps the nervous system complete the stress response and return to rest and digest. The spiritual traditions knew this for millennia. The Rosary, the Jesus Prayer, Hare Krishna mantra, Sufi chanting, Zen breathing, they all work the same mechanism. They all stimulate the vagus nerve. This is why saints spoke of peace that passes understanding, why yogis spoke of bliss. It's not placebo, it's biology, it's the vagus nerve. You live in a world of constant stress. Your nervous system is under siege, but you have a gift, prayer, breath, the vagus nerve. When you feel the weight of the world, stop. Remember, a physical highway runs through you, a direct line to peace, a nerve that carries messages of safety, calm, and healing. Every slow breath is a prayer. Every extended exhale is surrender. Every moment of devotion is a reset. The sages knew it. The saints lived it. Science proves it. You are not alone. You are held. Your body has the capacity to find peace, even in chaos. Thank you for joining me. I am Vikram Singh Basaati. Like, share, and subscribe to Meditation and Prayer. Let us breathe together. Let us pray together. Let us calm the world together, one breath at a time. Om Shanti.